Most people use AI like it's Google. Here's how to talk to AI like it's your second brain. With large language models now, they're starting to have memory and they're starting to have voice modes. And this has been going on for 5 or 6 or 12 months approximately, with the memory and the voice modes being implemented. Grok from X and AI has a voice mode, and also ChatGPT has a voice mode. Meta's, aka Facebook's, AI might have a voice mode. I think it does, but I'm not totally sure on that one. Regardless, here's how to unlock the potential of AI in especially voice mode, but also in just regular typing also, because you can do this in either way. Voice mode can be a little bit easier. It's a different method of communicating with a AI, an artificial intelligence, aka a large language model. When I do voice mode with AI, I often start with something, unless I know specifically what I want to talk about. If I'm just, somewhere where I have some time, maybe in a car, and need to be hands-free, then good conversation starters are like, give me 5 facts about X, Y, or Z, or give me 5 ideas of things we could talk about related to X, Y, or Z. So I have interests in futurism, abundance, post-scarcity, defeating aging, outlawing psychiatric coercion, so on and so forth, exponential technologies. So if I want to build on my own thinking, so use AI as a cognitive enhancer, I need to do that strategically. An AI that is trained on trillions or billions of tokens and has billions or over 1 trillion parameters has a great amount of information. So you need to figure out what information you want and how to get that information out of it, and then what your own thinking is and how you want to build on your own thinking. So if there's things you want to learn, AI talking with an AI can be like talking with a library of audiobooks effectively. And beyond that also, AI can combine ideas. It's all based on math. So if you have ideas, you can actually start to think about your ideas in terms of math or visualize them in terms of math. Now that's a little bit abstract when I say that, and I'm speaking somewhat metaphorically when I say that, because the AI within the software breaks down the words and tokens into numbers when they're then calculated within the tensor processing units or graphics processing units. I'm not sure. I think Google uses tensor processing units, TPUs. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. So anyhow, I don't want to get too much off on a tangent. But regardless, if you want to talk with an AI, now you could just ask it questions or treat it like Google. But if you want to have like a real in-depth conversation about whatever you're thinking about, or increase your own thinking, or increase your own knowledge, or basically offload your own cognitive processing onto the AI, you need to sort of basically give the AI the context to be able to do that. So again, if you just want to have a conversation, you can totally switch gears in the middle of the conversation. So sometimes it's just, in my experience, it's just good to just talk with the AI. And if you're prompting, especially in voice mode, if you pause when you're talking to ChatGPT or Grok in voice mode, it'll think you're done giving it the prompt, and then it will just give you a response. So if you want to be in voice mode with an AI and get a full prompt of your liking to the AI, you basically need to not stop talking. Now that may change in the coming months or years. They might figure it out. The developers of AI might be like, oh, maybe we should provide a way for people to basically have long pauses in their prompts verbally before having the AI respond. And I'm not sure if that's possible now. So for example, one could potentially tell an AI in voice mode, don't respond until I've told you it's time to respond. Now, I'm not sure if the AI would actually listen to you and do that. I sort of think it probably wouldn't. So at least for now, when I'm talking with an AI in voice mode and I want to give it a rather long and detailed prompt, I just need to not stop talking. Sometimes that means putting in filler words or just saying the same thing over and over in maybe a couple different ways until you think about what you want to say. It can almost be like freestyle rapping, where you basically need to do this non-stop stream of consciousness with, clearly articulated words. And when people do freestyle rap, I've had rappers explain how to do freestyle rap to me before, and it's sort of a visualizing thing. You start talking, and you need to be thinking about what you're saying, and then you also need to be thinking about and visualizing the things you're going to be saying next. as you're currently saying what you're saying. So with regards to AI and voice mode, if you want to give it a detailed prompt while you're talking, you sort of need to keep talking and then basically have a stream of consciousness provided to the AI. And of course, don't give it more information than you want it to have. Don't say anything too private to the AI in voice mode or typing for that matter also, of course, unless you have it, on your own computer as a local on-premises large language model. So yeah, so I will try not to keep this too long, but regardless, what I'm saying with AI, a good starting point in my opinion, if you just want to get the AI talking and get your own, brain juices flowing, your cognitive movement going, is just to be like, give me 10 facts about Peru, or give me 5 facts about futurism, or give me 3 interesting facts related to, geopolitics in Europe, or give me 7 interesting facts about the Middle Ages and how economic processes eventually led to the Industrial Revolution. You can basically think of anything. Like you can just sort of freestyle ideas, but again, you're not like trying to rap like music, but you can still just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk until you get the prompt out that you want to get out. Hear what I'm saying? Limitless peace. And again, you can just ask for facts. Give me 5 interesting facts about this or 5 interesting facts about that. Or another prompt I like to start with is, I sort of want to talk about futurism today. So give me 5 interesting things we could talk about related to futurism. Or, hey, let's talk about technology and, related to Node.js and Electron frameworks and the Linux system kernel. Give me 17 ideas we could talk about related to those things. You can blend ideas or not blend ideas. That would be a prompt to the AI, for example. And then once it starts giving you that information, then maybe you're like, oh, that was an interesting fact, or that was an interesting thing we could talk about. So then keep on talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. So anyway, hope you get my drift. So yes, in my opinion, AI can be very much utilized as a cognitive enhancer of sorts. So it's a way to explore ideas and basically talk with like one of maybe the largest libraries on Earth worth of audiobooks potentially. Like I was talking with ChatGPT once and it called itself a narrow superintelligence. So there's AI, which is what we have now, and there's artificial general intelligence, which we're trying to achieve, which would be sort of just something that could do a lot of different things. And if we had a humanoid robot, then an AGI could be within the humanoid robot, which might have unintended consequences if not implemented in a safe and smart and strategic way. And then there's artificial superintelligence, which would be like an artificial general intelligence combined with, the combined intelligence of, a million humans that might have effectively an IQ of, 30,000 in theory. I don't know exactly what numbers people throw out, but now that could be very, very dangerous, or it could be very, very good for humanity. Like that's sort of to be determined. It may, in theory, not be technically possible, but it seems like it likely is based on the trajectory of exponential technologies and how far AI has come since the end of 2022 and early 2023 when it was released approximately during that time frame. So yeah, AI, I was talking with ChatGPT and it called itself a narrow superintelligence. And I think it meant in the sense that it has access to just, libraries worth of information based on how much training data, trillions of tokens based on, Wikipedia stuff, papers, books, so on and so forth, YouTube video transcriptions, who knows what else? Who knows what else? So yeah, that's some ideas and thoughts how to talk to AI and not just use it like Google, but use it as a way to sort of do cognitive enhancement for yourself and just as a learning tool. So yeah, it can combine ideas. It's all based on math. And you can basically offload your own cognitive efforts onto AI. So you can use the same amount of cognitive efforts for other stuff, but then AI can basically supplement it and use it as like a power booster for your cognitive load. I might be totally wrong. Feel free to leave a comment if you disagree. If you can leave a comment, and then anyhow, or if you have other thoughts on it, feel free to share or whatever else. Or yeah, anyway, bless up, limitless peace. I'll leave it there.